What's going on today? My name's Chris. I'm the founder here at Par for Success, and as a thank you to all the listeners to the Michael Breed Show, as promised, I wanted to put together a special warm-up for you. So the 5-minute warm-up, there's 5 things that we're going to do. They're super simple, and you can do them in the constraints of your of your spot at the range. I'm here on our force plates, and you'll see I don't need to go and really anywhere else other than here. So let's get right into it. So the first thing, we can use the actual golf club as a balance point. First thing, just general motion, working on balance, stabilizing on your left leg, grab the ground with your big toe, and then we're just working, swinging the leg forward and back. So just a general movement. You'll do 10 of these. You'll feel a little stretch in the hamstring when it comes up. Try to keep your belly tight so that hip gets back behind. Get a good stretch in the hip there. Then we'll do 10 over here. So same thing. Just trying to get it up as high as you can, as far back as you can. Try not to arch your back on the way back. So trying to stay, we'll do it from this angle. Trying to stay nice and stable here. We don't want to see this when we come back, okay? So you got 10, 10, that's number 1. Number 2, now we want to get to actual rotation. Most people, most of you watching this probably, are going to struggle with hip rotation. So what we're doing, balance point, we're going to cross your foot behind your left leg, right? And we're actually going to rotate back and forth. It's called a stork turn. Keep the chest as straight forward as you can. We're really working on getting into that left hip, okay? So back and forth, 10 of those, then we'll switch to the other side. We got 10 of those here, right? So trying to stay nice and square here, getting the hip to really rotate around. So that's going to help us take it back and taking it through. So 10 each side there. Those are your 10 stork turns. Number 3 is going to be a lunge with rotation. So we're starting to get more and more complex as we go. This gets the heart rate up, loosens the muscles. So we're going to use the club. We're going to lunge out, rotate, come back, lunge out, rotate, and come back. We're going to do 5 of those on each side. If you're more fit, you can obviously do 10 of those on each side. If you have a problem lunging down, then we would just step out and rotate. So that step actually is going to lock the hips so that thoracic spine or that torso can open up. Okay, so if your knees are good and you can get down to that lunge, rotate. Option 2, if you can't get down, just step out, rotate, keeping those elbows nice and straight, 5 each way. Okay, so that's your 3rd one. So the 4th one that we're going to get into is going to be lunge with extension or lunge with a reach, okay? So we're going to lunge out, reaching back, try to get a big stretch in the front here, and then coming back. So we're going to do 5 of those on the right, and then we're going to switch over, and we got 5 of those on the left. Okay, so the key here from the side, as I lunge out, come down, I'm trying to really extend from that hip forward, coming back, and here, I really try to extend, feel a big stretch, kind of through the front of that hip there as we come. So now we've opened up the front, we've gotten more dynamic, heart rate should be up. This is going to really help you to be as warm as possible when you go hitting the golf ball. So hopefully that was super helpful for you. The 4 main things just to review. So we have the leg swings, back and forth, 10 on each side. We have the stork turns, 10 times back and forth, really trying to get rotated into that hip. Okay, we have the lunge with the rotation, right? So that's just really opening up that torso, rotating. 5 on each side. If you're more fit and you want to go ahead and do 10, by all means do that. Heart rate, body temperature will go up. They'll be even more warm. And then the final thing we have is the lunge with the reach back to really open up the front of that those hip flexors. That's going to allow you to really get back in their turn and come on through. So and remember, if you do have knee issues, any of the lunging ones, just step out and either rotate, or you can just step out and get a big stretch back, really trying to push that hip forward, opening up the front of that hip. Do those. It should take you less than 5 minutes on the range. I've literally done this in a 3x2 spot. So can you. And hopefully this will make you feel really nice and loose. So when we come back, you grab the ball, your first swing, you go ahead and take it back, and you're able to hit it nice and clean and feel loose and ready to play your best come the first hole. The other thing I want to offer to you, definitely grab the home assessment. It's free. It's going to allow you to figure out how much range of motion you actually have in the 4 rotary centers, your hips, your spine, your shoulders, and your neck. and allow you to see how well you compare to other people your age. And we'll actually jump on a free call with you to go over kind of what it means and give you the best idea of stuff that you can do to actually improve those, to play the best golf possible for as long as possible, hitting it as far as possible, and of course doing it with no pain. So just go ahead, grab the home assessment below. We'll look forward to talking to you soon.